What's up, THS? I'm Mrs. Smith from the library. Our theme this week is family over everything, and these are my top three. If there's one thing that was instilled in me while I was growing up, it's the idea of family over everything. This is the concept that the relationships we have with the people who are closest to us should take priority in our life. And the three books that Miss Manger, Miss Defeo, and I want to talk to you about this week explore that idea in three different ways. For book number 3, Miss Defeo is going to tell you about Trevor Noah's Born a Crime.
Hi Turner High School, this is Miss Defeo. I'm going to do a book talk on Trevor Noah's book, Born a Crime. It's a great book, easy to read, mainly because, in my opinion, of Trevor Noah's style. He writes a lot like how he talks, and if you know him, he's a comedian. He runs The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. But this book falls under the theme of family, and I would say that because even though it's his autobiography, meaning a story about his own life, he focuses a lot on his mother's life throughout that. So, like, to set the stage, he tells the story of, like, how his parents met, how his mom wanted to have a kid with his dad even though there was a law that forbid it because his dad was white and his mom was black. But thus the title, Born a Crime. But even throughout that, like, she took it upon herself to raise him by herself. She made sure he was taken care of. Oh, it also has a little failed love story about him going to prom and him trying to get a girl. As a whole, for the theme of family, I would say, like, family can be helpful or detrimental to a person depending on your relationship with each member of your family. And, like, it should be beneficial to you like his mother, but it can be detrimental like his stepfather. And no matter what family you have, they really play a large role in your life, whether it's for your good or your bad. And it can often explain why you see things in the world the way you do. But definitely recommend this book. It's easy to read if you're a slower reader like me that's trying to get through books. But it's also, I can tell it's going to be a classic in years to come.
I'm not really sure what happened with this next book. I ordered some copies over the summer, and before we could release the book talk on it, you all checked out every single copy in the very first week of school. This is a book that Miss Manger recommended that I pick up for our library, and I am really glad that I took her advice. It's about a girl who will stop at nothing to defend and protect her father and her brother. It talks about family bonds that are really unbreakable. It is book number 2 for our theme of family over everything. The title is This Is My America, and the author is Kim Johnson.
Hi THS, this is Miss Manger here. Today I want to talk to you about one of my very favorite books that I've read recently. The book is called This Is My America by Kim Johnson. It just came out in probably like July. It's an amazing book. It just really had my heart. The book is about a girl named Tracy who works really hard to try and get her father out of prison. He has been convicted of murder, and then something kind of crazy happens in her life, and she has to try to work to solve 2 murders at the same time at the age of 16. So this book is about her journey and her struggle through the stigma that surrounds her family because of her father's conviction. So I highly recommend it. It's definitely in the top 10 of my favorite books of all time.
Before I tell you about book number 1, I need the attention of a very specific group of you out there. I am talking to my true crime podcast enthusiasts, those of you who have watched every dark and twisted documentary on Netflix, those of you who know that crimes against children are considered especially heinous and that they're investigated by an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit, Chung Chung. Listen up so I can tell you about this book called Sadie by Courtney Summers. Sadie and Maddie are sisters, and they're pretty much on their own. Ever since their mom exited the picture, Maddie's been relying on Sadie for everything from food to shelter, and Sadie has realized that she can't depend on anybody but herself. Some stuff goes down with their mom's ex-boyfriend, and Maddie is found dead, and soon after, Sadie goes missing. The reader knows that Sadie is on a mission to avenge her sister's death. She's pretty sure she knows what happened, and she's going to take care of it herself. But that is a secret that we share with Sadie. And in the process of this book, another character comes in to kind of unravel those mysteries behind her. So the second part of this book, or the second frame that the author uses to tell the story, is a true crime podcast. The character Wes McCrae, he is a radio host, and he investigates like things that happen in small town America. And the disappearance of these two sisters comes on his radar, and he starts retracing Sadie's steps to try and figure out what happened to these girls, and hopefully stop Sadie from doing something that she can't undo. This story is about the bond between sisters and the fury that results when that bond is threatened. It's the perfect book to top off our list of family over everything for this week. It's called Sadie, and it's by Courtney Summers. So I think y'all know the drill by now. If you would like to read one of the books that we talked to you about in this video, or perhaps you have something else in mind, y'all know how to get at me. You have the Google form, the link to the library website in your email, or you can just send me an old-fashioned email and we'll chat about which book would be the best for you. I hope you all have a great week. I will be back with some more book talks for you again next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.